You guys ready to get into this podcast? What's up? What's up, people? I see you. First things first. Shout out to Dankmart. Oh my gosh. Yo, Self-Hire just opened up a unique snack store over at on Main Street. So we just got a new studio down in Chinatown where I'm recording this from right now. And so they just popped off with all these like unique snacks and whatnot, and I'm just super happy for that company. It's a joint venture with THC, so I want to give a quick shout out to them being featured in like Vancouver Sun, Daily Hive, Dished, all types of stuff. Super cool. So that's cool. First order of business. Is this mic on? I think so. Okay, cool. Without a producer here, folks, going solo. I wonder. I'm getting super tired. The stumbled over my words here. So the purpose of these quarterlies, these solo casts, is to check in, is to see growth, is to tell a cohesive story over time. All right, cool. Cool. I feel like I'm exhausted and tired of social, mostly. I'm tired of this continual circus, this parade, this courtship that I'm seeing being exhibited by everybody constantly. The idea of, I see everyone. All right, let me take it this way. I don't know if you guys have ever done any psychedelics, right? So psychedelics, mushrooms, whatever it may be. For me, whenever I go there, or when I've done, I haven't done it in a while, but I see everyone around me in the characters that they play. I'm like, oh, I know this character. I see this person you're portraying, and I know what that person's going to do next. I understand that. And that's how those substances alter my thinking. Anyways, now with social media, like that's literally what I see with social. It's like, oh, you're this person, you post these types of things, this is your messaging, this is your playbook, this is what you do. And now it's just a story that just keeps on playing over and over and over and over again. And so my question to the listeners is like, who are you portraying? Who's your character? Who's your avatar? Are you the person that doesn't post or only posts a little bit, or, does the cat thing, or the person that, is all the time at the gym? Oh, working, quarantine, got the resistance bands out. This is what I do. Skipping, health, fitness. This is what I do. This is what people know me as. Are you the entrepreneur? Are you the mom, the dad, photos of the kid all the time, the meals, whatever it may be. This is me. My identity is consumed of this. So I'm getting exhausted with that. I'm getting exhausted in keeping up a character. I feel like it's a sitcom and everyone's keeping up a character. I'm just exhausted of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it. When I think about me, I feel no need to do that. I just don't care. And that leads me to some outlandish shit, like saying some outlandish shit and acting in ways that are unpredictable. Now, that's good. You're an individual. That's great. Yeah. No, it's not great. It's not great because when you're an outlier and you do things that are out of pattern, inconsistent, when your public facing profile is inconsistent, people can't understand you. And if people can't understand you, they fear you. That's a problem. Put that down. That might be in the frame. Sorry if that was in the frame. That's a problem. So we need to tell stories about ourselves, right? To the world, so the world can understand us. Oh, I understand what you're like. I can put you in this box coherently, in this position in my mind. Joss is this type of character, so I can deal with them, right? Now, if you're inconsistent in your behavioral patterns, the way human psychology works is I can't categorize you. And if I can't categorize you, I'm scared of you. So I can't deal with you. I can't interact with you. So in order for me to interact with the world, I need to portray a certain character, fill a certain movie role. That's the way I see it. Now people say, social is it good, is it bad? You're addicted. It's a tool, people. It's a tool. And I'm just ranting on this because off the top of my head, I'll wrap this. I'll put a button on this really quickly. In social media, we have an opportunity to write the script. We're the player, we're the character, we're also the director, we're also the filmmaker. So we can tell this story in so many different ways. It's our obligation to do that in many ways if we want to be digested by the public, by our social circles in a certain way. So we have the opportunity to storytell constantly. We have that opportunity to inflict different emotions, tell different stories about ourselves in order to get different outcomes from the public, outcomes from our peers. And so that's why I think social is the ultimate opportunity, also the ultimate burden. And I wanted to throw this out here on this SOLOCAST because it's like, I just don't feel the need. And I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of the news cycle. I'm just tired. I just don't want that constant stimulus. Now, okay, Joss, great. You don't want the constant stimulus. Cool. That's what our world has amounted to now. It's a necessity. So if someone wants to be a prominent figure, wants to gain an audience, right? What we have done with ThinkSpace, continue to nurture that audience. I have to be public facing. And again, we all make these excuses in our head, like, oh well, I got my makeup business, or oh well, I got my that business, or oh well, I gotta keep showing my friends how fit I am or whatever. And if I don't do that, then it's gonna have negative consequences. It's just like, man, I feel like we're on the hamster wheel. I just feel like this is another hamster wheel. But it's also a great opportunity to tell your story. So I don't know what I'm saying with that, but that was on my mind. I want to go back and dive into pods that we've done, man. I'm looking at my phone because I can't remember all the pods we've done because, there's been a lot of pods. I gotta be honest with you guys too. I'm just doing this May Challenger, getting my butt whooped. Basically doing Sober October, the same thing that Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, Ari Shaffir, all those guys did. We're doing the same thing with a couple of me and my buddies. Oh my God, am I getting my butt kicked? I'm just exhausted every day. Cardio every day, constantly with the whoop, which just measures your HRV and all these different types of things to see how fit you are and how much you're exerting yourself. Gives you this thing called a strain score. And oh my God, I'm getting my butt whooped. Things are hard. Anyways, first world problem. So last time we checked in, I did a SOLOCAST. That was in March. I'm doing a SOLOCAST now in June. We're just launching off into June right now. Since then, we did Chris Vollen, Urbanists. We did Mark Milburn, COVID-19, how small businesses survive and thrive. Interesting to do that podcast and then have the Movement Challenge pop up. I know you guys all know what the Movement Challenge is. Now we're on round two of it. Interesting to see that conversation, where his head was at and then what his actions were later. Very fucking interesting. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's dope. Then we had Cole Walliser on. Cole, man, dope dude. Huge fucking following. It's just cool with this platform that we have here. We just like reach people. We just reach people anywhere. Like, we just created something out of thin air. We've told a story around me and around a concept of ThinkSpace and what it is and what it represents, and allowing people to do what they do, think. And to see him, we just created this thing out of thin air, and then now we have access to these people. It's crazy. It's the total cheat code. It's total cheat code. And I take that, and I'm not going to say everyone just go out and start a podcast. That's not what it's about. We've been in this for a minute, like 2 years now. And I always feel guilty of just adding to the constant stream of bullshit. So I hope this isn't bullshit. And I legitimately really, really, really appreciate listeners' times. Anyways, So we just create something out of thin air, and now we get people that are huge to come on, which are great. Cole Walster, amazing. And then, so if you don't know who Cole Walster is, just go check him out. Hollywood director. He's huge on all these different platforms. He's just a sweet guy. He just lives that life, an amazing life. He lives an Instagrammer's life. I'm not gonna lie. Amazing. And then we had It's the Real on. Oh my God, guys, I'm such a fan. I just got It's the Real rhyme book. I just got It's the Real's rhyme book off Amazon. I'll link to it in the show notes. Super dope. Just a huge fan. If you're a fan of hip hop, you need to go check out It's the Real. We got the Big Boss, Ricky Rose coming up to their apartment, Swiss Beats, Jeezy. Anyways, 2 Jews, 2 white dudes who are some of the best journalists and storytellers in hip hop. Amazing. I was such a big fan. I was so excited to get them on. April 7th, that podcast came out. Please check that out. Slept on. Man, that episode was slept on. Anywho, Devin Brooks, dope. Steph, dope. Eric Peterson. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to just skip over those like that, but former senior vice president at Lulu, Eric Peterson, invented the ambassador program. What? Devin Brooks, Sphere, incredible Vancouver entrepreneur, mainstay entrepreneur here in Vancouver. Steph Corker with the Corker Co. is loved by everyone in the city. What a human. I'm huge fans of these people. Dr. Roger Wong, that was cool to have an executive associate dean on the podcast. Again, this is just something we just created. It's a story that we told other people, and they said, I want to come be a part of that. We said, hey, listen, do you think differently about life? Are you tired of the constant narratives? Do you want more? Do you want more? Do you want to think about more? Do you want to create more? Your thoughts become your actions, become your life. Do you want more? We told that story to a bunch of people consecutively over time. All of a sudden, next thing you know, we're getting senior vice president Lulu of Lululemons. We're getting, Dr. Roger Wong from UBC. We're getting, executive associate deans. And the guys we have coming up, we're getting Paulina Cameron from FWE, one of the largest, women-led organizations here in Canada. Incredible. Mesh Lakhani, who manages ungodly amounts of money out in New York. We're getting incredible people here because we've just told this story. We've collected this tribe of people and tried to lead them into something. That's it. Literally just trying to lead people into higher level thought. Period. I think it's our responsibility as extremely privileged people and as self-actualizing humans to do that, to push the conversation. That, for me, if you've had those deep existential thoughts, it's like that is the purpose, is to push it, is to push evolution, is to push how far we can explore the bounds of our own potential. That's all this podcast is about, period. Can we think differently about this? Can I listen to your opinion? Can I grant you the space to think? Can I learn from you? Can I add on to your thoughts? Can we build on each other to push ourselves forward? We have the opportunity to do that. That's incredible. I can't even put it into words. I think it's our responsibility to capitalize on that. Capitalize the wrong word. It's our responsibility to take the incredible privilege that we have, build on it, and make our human family better. That's it. That's it. And we have a ton of fun doing it. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, COVID, right? Okay. Sorry, got to talk about it. So this entire quarter we had COVID. And man, maybe that's the reason I'm tired of social media. I'm not going to lie. Man, there's a lot of podcasts I listen to. Joe Rogan, Aubrey Marcus, The Brilliant Idiots, Soulful Money, Rational Reminder. Everyone's talking about COVID, 20-something podcast, COVID. And to me, this shouldn't be the conversation that it is. I have a chip on my shoulder, or no, that's definitely the wrong linguistic way to put that. Also the wrong use of the word linguistic. COVID went out and infected 4 million people. It's probably going to kill 1 million people. It targets weak people, who have bad immune systems, bad health, poor health. Obesity is an issue. Age is an issue. Previous respiratory issues. It targets these people. It targets the weak. And I get that. I sympathize for that. We want prosperity in life. We want long life. So I sympathize with that, absolutely. However, I try to look at the facts. I try to exercise first principles thinking. And that, okay, what kills people? I want people to live long, natural lives, fulfilled lives that are full of experiences, memories, and purpose, progression. Incredible. When I look at what kills people, how is there not a conversation around sugar? How is there, and what it does to the body? How is there not a conversation around our food system that kills hundreds of millions for profit? Don't get it twisted. How is there not a conversation around tobacco industries? How ironic is it that liquor was deemed an essential service and no one is talking about that? We have these addictions. We are animals. We want dopamine. We want that stimulus. We want salt. We want sugar. We want pleasure. And there's all these corporations that are set up to capitalize off that. And we accept it. We say, okay, cool. You guys are doing your thing. And then a global pandemic comes in, as horrific as it is, as it was, as it continues to be. Who knows if a second wave is coming or not. And it shifts society in such a way. It just it angers me that so many people die from all of these other health-related things. And we don't, it is what it is. It is what it is, folks. When are we going to start taking our bodies seriously? When are we going to start taking consumption of media seriously? When are we going to start taking mental health seriously? When are our values and our actions going to align, man? It's just like, we're talking about COVID? Out of everything, we're talking about COVID? If you've been to third world countries, you understand. You're like, let's talk about food. Why are we not talking about food? People are dying. We're talking about COVID? And I understand the optics of that may not be great. And that's why, I'm hesitant to share these types of things. But, there's a lot of things in this world that capitalize off of our human nature, and people die. And yes, COVID was very serious, but my reaction to it was, all right, well, let me just go ahead and strengthen my immune system. Let me continue to get out there, be as healthy as possible. Let me lower my respiratory rate. Okay, how are we going to deal with this, Joss? All right, let's go out. Let's increase our HRV, our heart rate variability. Let's increase that. Let's lower our resting heart rate. Let's make sure the sleep is A1. Let's make sure the hydration is A1. Okay, content consumption, that's got to go. It's got to go. Okay, what's the meditation like? Okay, am I activating my parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous systems? Okay, do I have good variance in that? What's my food intake like? Okay, what about the processed foods? Where am I getting my food? What about preservatives? What are the added chemicals here? Okay, let's supercharge. What about the ginger? What about the turmeric? What about the kombucha? What about the whatever? I'm looking at the situation constantly and being like, all right, how can I better my defenses? Not, Oh my God, I got to stay home. I got to sanitize everything. give me the thing, give me the gloves. Fuck the gloves, throw it on the ground. I'm going on runs and seeing gloves and masks everywhere. I'm like, oh man, humans are so selfish. And that's okay. That's okay. And that's my other kind of point with the whole COVID thing is just like, man, it's been marketed the wrong way. We haven't told a good story about COVID. Humans are selfish and we're going to protect our needs constantly. There's nothing wrong with that. When we lead with fear, when we inflict fear, we will get these results. It'll be a detriment to society. You'll get mass societal shift moved from ignorance and fear versus when we move from education optimism, we get results that are far more sustainable and feel better. So my whole thing is like, all right, there's a virus. How do we feel better? How do we lead with sympathy? As Dr. Roger Wong said many times. I don't want anything to do with fear. I can say, sugar's bad for you. It's going to kill you. I'm going to say, listen, okay, yeah, good. Lentils, kind of fire, bro. Fresh fruit, kind of fire, bro. That food adds value to my life. I'm not going to talk about how horrific processed foods are. And they're horrific, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to talk about how horrific the virus is. I'm going to say, hey, man, I got so much closer with my girlfriend. I got so much closer with my family. Man, I actually got to read all those books. Oh, my body? Oh, yeah, I actually spent a lot more time on the mat stretching out and getting to know my body. I just want us to think about issues, whether that's COVID, our personal fitness, the environment, and craft our actions in a way that are going to add value to our life, rather than move in a way that is based off of fear and focusing on a negative. Hey, let's get rid of the negative. Fuck the negative. Get it out of here. No. Hey, let's look at this. Let's look at the upside. Let's be pragmatic optimists. Cup half full. How do I change my actions and behaviors so I enhance the quality of my life? So why don't we, rather than being selfish, led from fear, let's be selfish, as all human nature is, and enhance the quality of our lives by strengthening our immune systems, by deepening our relationships. You hear all the self-help gurus, coaches, yada, yada, yada say it. By working harder on ourselves, by reading more, by downing our screen time, by shopping locally, by going to farmers markets, by not eating processed bullshit, by sleeping more, by not having our phones in bed. Just little things that are like all going to enhance the value of your life, your human growth experience. It's all going to enhance your human growth experience. Not, hey, motherfucker, you should not be drinking that pop. Don't be drinking that. Let me show you how good water is. You fully understood how good water is, you drink it all the time. Anyways, human behavior, how we've moved through COVID are infinitely interesting to me. And I hope that we can learn to move selfishly in a way that benefits you, enhances the quality of your life, and then enhances society, man. Yo, the world wants a more educated you. The world needs a more educated you. Be a servant. Serve. Find a way to serve. Anyways, I'm mad, super off topic here. I forgot what I was talking about, but us on the self-hired front, man. Yeah, new Chinatown studio. I'm coming to you live from there, which is super cool. We got the product wall, we got the workstations and all that type of stuff set up, and I'm really excited about that. Doing the movement challenge again, round 2. Shout out to them, and really just kind of doing a reboot on ThinkSpace. So yeah, we're going hard to 100 episodes. And I want to encourage community. I want to encourage feedback. I want to find a place for everyone to converse. And when I say stupid stuff, it's great to DM me. But let's talk about it collectively as a community and stuff like that. Yeah, so I just we're kind of going to go into a new era a little bit here. And so I'm excited. If you rocking with us continually, great. Let us know. How can we improve? What can we do different? How can I be better? Hey, Joss, listen, you kind of suck as a host, man. Be a better host. Cool. Hey, listen, what does that mean to you? What is your podcasting experience? Why do you rock with podcasts? We did a survey recently. We got about 100 replies, and a lot of it was, yo, tell more stories. Like, really give your personality out there a little bit. And so this next couple episodes, these next 20 or so episodes is really going to be me, yes, both finding a way to be a great host, a great interviewer, but sharing my perspective a little bit with the world too as well, because I'm a goof. I do think very intently about things. I am super young, and I have a different perspective on things. I just don't feel the need to market myself to the world, because there's too much clutter anyways. I think we need less, not more. So I don't want to be a part of the problem. So I'm finding a way to navigate that. And that's kind of where I'm at. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next quarterly. I'll see you guys with the next episode. Ooh, we got a good one next week. But you guys have to check that out then. I think I recorded this podcast correctly, and I don't have to record the whole thing again. Anyways, lots of love. Subscribe. If there's any topics you want rants on, hey, Joss, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? We're doing YouTube videos and shit like that now too. I will literally just set up a camera and rant. Give me a topic. There's lots of stuff that I'd love to go on, and there's lots of like a discussion and whatnot I'd love to kind of dive into. Oh, what else is new? Holy, Joe Rogan got paid. Damn, Joe Rogan got paid. I bet Joe Rogan felt, did he say this? No, I think I heard this on the Brilliant Idiots podcast. He was like, Charlamagne was like, when I was talking to Joe, he felt like he felt disgusting taking $100 million check. And I thought that was so interesting, because everyone's price who has a podcast just went up. The price just went up. Your audience is worth more. It's worth more than you thought, and it's worth more than you were getting paid for it. So go out and try to get that bag. Hey, Luminary, you want exclusive content? Hey, Spotify, you want exclusive content? Apple, hey, you want exclusive content? I got my team over here. So podcast makers, I know there's a lot that listen to this podcast. Think about that. Next time you're selling advertising, or next time you're talking about doing exclusive deals, talk about that. Bring that up in conversation. Anyways, shouts out to Joe Rogan. Amazing, incredible. $100 million apparently. I bet it's way more than that. Probably $100 million initially, and then receiving some equity, or receiving some, residual income, some dividends off that, or, a percentage of ad revenue. Either way, congratulations. I love the way he announced it. He's like, yo, I'm leasing my content to them. They do not own this. Incredible deal. I love where podcasting is going. We got to host a little party or something like that with all the podcasters here in Vancouver. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. I got to go home. I got a bike. I'm tired. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm tired. And I appreciate you guys for listening to me rant into a microphone. As always, have a great night, y'all. Peace.